all Caucasians are racist. To anyone who doesn't want to agree with that fact, I want you to sit here and study the European countries in the world for the past 56 years and look at all the different statutes and laws that they've enacted to affect so-called black people all across the world. In the United States, you have a conspiracy between the Bar Association and the police officers that they don't prosecute each other for their crimes. When attorneys and judges victimize people, they don't enforce the statutes that sit there and allow people to gain some type of reparation from these lawyers and judges. And the judges and the prosecutors do the same in return to cops when they do the same thing to minorities. In the state that I live in, the rules of evidence is based on speculation, inference, and belief. Belief is what you could get somebody to accept as being true. It doesn't have to be fact. You can see that all throughout the different cases that where police officers believe people did a crime, such as the Central Park Five or George Floyd or Trayvon Martin. There's so many different cases where you had Caucasian people believing something and then they were able to get away with their crimes just because of that belief, just because they accepted it as being true. And you can see in each one of these jury cases that these people believe that these people had the right to do that they did, just off of these concepts that these people created. If you sit and go into your state law library and you read the concepts that these people created, it's all based on their imagination. And they have concepts called professional discretion or judicial discretion where they get to choose whether they get to enforce the law or not. Those are the things that's wrong with the society. You give these people that are in these positions too much power, and you don't understand the power that they have. The only two people that's supposed to check each other in a society is the judges and the politicians and the police. If they're all working together and they're targeting the civilians, how are you ever supposed to get justice? They make you pay for it. Every state you have to pay for justice. Now, how is that supposed to be in the land of the free, the home of the brave? Everything about America makes no sense. Everything I see about this country makes no sense, and Caucasian people are always going to be racist because they profit off of all the institutionalized racism that was established after the Civil Rights Act. If you sit here and go through all the banking practices and all the different concepts that were established after the 1964 Act as well as the 1983 Civil Rights Act, you will see all the different concepts, the predatory sentence laws or whatever the concept that Bill Clinton came up with. These people are always going to be inherently racist because that's how they make their living. Europeans didn't sit here and offer Africans anything of worth for us to be involved in their life. Neither did they to the Native Americans. They offered us violence and obedience. That's the only thing they offer us, and that's the only thing that they're going to keep offering us until the rest of our lives. Caucasian people are always going to use violence, deceit, manipulation, coercion, tokenism, sambos. They're always going to use these tactics to manipulate people unless you stand up. And sometimes I think basically death is the only thing, because as much as I love life and as much as I like everything the Creator provided for me, I can't sit and have somebody steal reality from me. And if people don't understand how they're stealing reality from you, read about Bartholomew de la Casa in Defense of the Natives and how he specifically sat and told the clergy not to go around enslaving people, but they decided to because they felt that Jesus had to be told to people. And all Jesus has been is nothing but a bunch of hypocrisy. Christianity has been nothing but hypocrisy. If you sit here and look at dumb diverses, that was the papal bull issued by the Pope to go and kidnap and enslave people so they could profit off of it, and that's still in play to this day. Christianity has been nothing but hypocrisy. You have a whole bunch of symbolism that doesn't do anything. Everything I've seen, I'm ashamed of people that I used to think were highly intelligent, but now that I see it, it's just like they view this reality as a means for them to just indulge in their senses instead of in their higher being, which is their consciousness. Everything that I see about this world troubles me, and the only thing that troubles me is that I'm around people that's lesser than me, and in order for me to vibrate at a higher frequency, I have to make believe with people that have no souls. When you look into these people's minds, they're always being programmed, whether it be through television, whether it be through music. They're always being programmed. They don't have a sense of being for themselves whatsoever, and they live through fear. I sit and I ask the Creator to prove to me what's reality, because after everything that I've seen in this society for the past 20 years, and the things that I couldn't understand that I was witnessing as a child make me realize that this society is full of nothing but idiots. America is a cesspool of stupid people that, as long as they have entertainment, they don't care. As long as they have materialism, they don't care. As long as they get to sit there and be egotistical, they don't care. And all those aspects, I hope you enjoy it, because to be honest with you, it's just like from everything that I've read and everything that I've seen from the Age of Reason by Thomas Paine or the Bhagavad Gita or Taoism, all those things have concepts that's all inherent. And if you actually look at all these different cultures, they're all telling you their own perception of the truth, the perception that they radiate with. That's why everybody sits here and acts inherently different. And from what I've seen of Caucasians, they're predators. They're always prey on people's fear. They're always going to prey on people's lack of intelligence. And they're always going to prey on people's wanting desires. That's why they're always going to be racist. Because at the end of the day, what else do they have to offer besides violence, lust, and materialism? There's nothing profitable about European society except egotism. They sell egotism. They sell luxury concepts that you're supposed to have inherent into your soul, but you have to pay for it. You have to pay for a status symbol and die for that status symbol. There are clowns in this country, and to be honest with you, I've been acting like a complete goofball for the past 20 years because I wasn't even sure of my fucking self. I hung out with people that do all sorts of evil things, and to be honest with you, I used to think that taking advantage of people was all it was. I used to think about making money and doing all these things, but once I seen how all that was an illusion, I started searching for the truth in the society. And that's how I went to school and started paying for ideas and started really understanding that I'm paying for somebody else's belief and understanding instead of formulating my own. I really started looking all around me and realized most people are too stupid to even pay attention. The Creator speaks to you all throughout nature and everything around you, and you people ignore it just so you can tune into the goofy shit that these Caucasians created through entertainment. Why else do you think that they want to enter into your brain and contain you? That's why they sit here and feed you drama. I used to get into fights over stupid shit, and to be honest with you, it's just like I just been disgusted by everybody that I've been around. That's why I feel so toxic inside of myself. Everything around me just makes me feel disgusted and toxic. This world is crazy. It's just like people choose to victimize other people for their own profits. That's the Caucasian way. That's capitalism. And if you do not accept that as being a truth, we can sit here and go